point in trying to put more evidence out when 45 is going to obstruct the evidence anyway. Republicans have spent the impeachment trial alternately arguing that the House had not produced enough evidence to prove its case and that more evidence is unnecessary. Last night they introduced a novel new argument. It would be pointless to introduce more evidence anyway because the White House will simply block it in the courts. A growing number of Republicans are pointing to 45's threat to invoke executive privilege in order to make their case against subpoenas sought by Democrats for key witnesses and documents. There are several remarkable things about this new rationale. First, Republicans have spent days lambasting Democrats for refusing to let the courts to exhaust every last 45 appeal. Jay Sekulow, the squatters' opponents in their rush to impeach him, refused to wait for judicial review. They deemed the House impeachment proceedings a shoddy work product for this reason, but are now prepared to argue that it's not too late and they can't fix it. 45 himself is arguing that the House had too few witnesses because he blocked them all, but that the Senate should not try to get to those witnesses because they had their chance. The Democratic House would not give us lawyers or not one witness. Technically, they did. They basically asked you to produce witnesses and you didn't. But now demanded that the Republican Senate produce the witnesses that the House never sought or even asked for. They had their chance, but pretended to rush most unfair and corrupt hearing in congressional history. The fact is that it's not unfair and it's not corrupt. Second, the fatalistic assumption that 45 can block any new evidence is probably wrong. Bolton, for one, has offered to testify, and as a former White House employee, cannot be blocked. Some experts argue that as a matter of law, the Senate is in a stronger position than the House to swiftly compel documents and testimony 45 has blocked. In any case, if the Senate wants to at least try to get more evidence, it can give the process a few weeks. There's no reason to throw in the towel even before even trying. It is true, of course, that 45 will continue to withhold as much evidence as he can for as long as he can. But this raises a third point about his lack of transparency. Doesn't it make Republican senators question his protestations of innocence? After all, 45 was very much not conceding that he pressured Ukraine to undertake ordered-up investigations. His defense does not merely say his actions don't merit removal, it denies the key factual predicate of the articles of impeachment. Republicans in Congress have dutifully followed his argument, yet 45 is blocking all the relevant evidence. Doesn't this bear upon his underlying guilt? Why is he withholding access to documents and witnesses that would presumably exculpate him? And finally, bear this in mind, that refusing to cooperate with any investigation is one of the things that 45 is charged with in one of two of the articles of impeachment. 45's blanket rejection of any legitimate oversight role for Congress and his calculation that he can withhold all evidence on every investigation of his administration and run out the clock is the second crime. Republican senators are saying that the first crime hasn't been sufficiently proven, but they can't get the evidence that might prove it, because 45 will drag it out for as long as he can. Every Republican argument for refusing to convict 45 simply takes this bad faith as a background fact and focuses all the scrutiny on the way other actors have dealt with it. What are you going to do? The guy is obstructing Congress. Sure, we could try to get more testimony against John Gotti, but Gotti will probably just bribe or murder all the witnesses. Might as well end the trial quickly and vote not guilty.